Hello, 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 and good morning, everybody. I hope you have had a wonderful evening. While I wait for some people to come and join me on this live call, as I come to say hello to everyone, I am your friend, and my name's Kellie Felgate, and I have had a really rough night, to be honest. And it's amazing how, when you are passionate about something, the stages you go through to make it always possible. And persistence and consistency is key in everything that you do. I've had people say, how do I get a large following? How do I do this? How do I do that? This call is about to really just come and chillax with Kellie, come and say hello, get to know each other, add value to each other's lives as well. My night, my night. I had gone to sleep after doing some work online, and most of you know me that I'm not really an early bird. I have worked most of my life at night, and so doing a morning schedule is something different for me. But if I wasn't passionate about it, then I probably at this time would have chose to do this call at a different time. But I also need to change my body habits to a great time of being an early bird in the morning again, and scheduling my nighttime calls. But it was really funny because last night, we'd all gone to bed, and out of the blue, it was probably about 2 a.m. in the morning. There was this huge thunderstorm, and the thunder, it just was so loud, and it woke us up. And I got up and I made my hot chocolate, and I got up, but I didn't expect my son to wake up as well. And he got up and he came out and sat next to me, and it was really good because I was able to have some prayer time and also prayer time with him, but also the fear. There's a lot of war talk happening in Australia and around the world at the moment. And he thought it was actually a bomb. He said, Mum, I thought we got hit with a bomb. I was so scared. So I prayed with him, and that came really comforting. Then I sort of took him back to his room, and he's 15 and he doesn't need me next to his bedside. And I sat there and like when he was little, and I just kind of stroked his back and I said, everything's okay. It was, just a thunderstorm, and try and get some sleep. And then sort of left the room, and I was up and down, up and down. And I had a meeting at 5 o'clock today. And when you're so passionate about something, you never want to miss out on anything. You're always excited about it. So I'd gone back to bed, even though I had my alarm clock set and it was going to make this loud noise to say, hey, wake up. And it was, like 4 hours away at least. And I'm there and I'm on my phone and I'm like, okay, 1 hour to go. And so I did not sleep. Then it was like 2 hours to go. All right. And then it came down to the last final stages. And so just another 10 more minutes. Has anybody ever done that? If you're on the call, come and say hello, because that was what my evening was like last night. I did not want to miss that meeting call this morning, that I was that passionate about being dedicated to what I'm doing, that meeting this morning, I was like forever looking at the clock. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. And even though I had an alarm clock that would have been singing in my ears really loud, an hour, I always set in an hour before any meeting. So I get up and I can put my makeup on and do my hair and you name it. But still, I was still up and down all night just looking at this clock. And even while I lie there looking, be passionate about what you're doing. When you're passionate about what you're doing, you have a drive that is like nothing else. And I've had someone ask today, how do I get a great following? Be passionate about what you're doing. Make your words sing really, really loud. Educate yourself wherever you can possible. I'm actually going to share a slide that's going to help my friend answer that question. So we had that one yesterday. And this is a story in the Bible, and it's in Mark 10:46-52. I love everybody, and you are all my friend. But I find inspiration. This is where I am in life, and I will never, ever change from it. So blind Bartimaeus receives his sight. Then he came into Jericho, and Jesus and his disciples together were in a large crowd. So imagine this large crowd, this large city, packed with people, and there's this blind man. I'll just cut it short. And his name is Bartimaeus, which means son of Timaeus, and he was sitting on the roadside begging. When he heard that Jesus of Nazareth, now Jesus at this point in time he had arrived on a donkey into the city, and he was about to die. Okay, and he's arrived and he's screaming out amongst this crowd, and he's really yelling out. And the man rebuked him and told him to be quiet. Everybody in the street was telling him, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. I'll use that word than probably what they said. Then Jesus stopped and he said, and he called out to him and he said, so they call you the blind man. Cheer up, on your feet, he's calling you. So someone in the crowd had reached out to him and said, come on, he's calling you, let's go to him. So he threw his cloak aside and he jumped to his feet and he came to Jesus. Now the blind man said, Rabbi, I want to see. After Jesus had asked him, what do you want me to do for you? So go to Jesus and your faith has healed. And then so he said, I want to see. And Jesus said, go. Your faith has healed you. Immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus along the way. Now, how many times do we need to just shout that little bit louder? You know, come and shout it out that your message is being heard. Come wherever you can. We have the blessing of internet today. We have, Google, Twitter, you name it. When I actually put a link somewhere, and I actually got a banned account at one stage because I placed a link, and we're not allowed to place links. And it was only on an image. It wasn't actually posted in the description, but on my image, a photo of me with one of my quotes and a link to my site, and I got banned. And I was like, what? Anyway, I was able to recover and apologize. And I said, I won't do that again. But you know what? Where I am now and where you can be, because this is to add value to you and your journey, Google me. It is that easy now. You don't have to place a link everywhere and anywhere. Just place, if you're out there and you're shouting out loud to be heard in that big wide world where there's a lot of noise happening, you can just say, Google me. And then anybody can find you. But what I also learned is, I'm trying to learn also in communicating better with my audience. I want to add value to you. And somehow that I'm still going to be learning. I learned from a great mentor, and being present, being persistent. What do you want to hear? The first step is what does the people who follow me, the people who are connecting to me, what do they need? Well, that today was to help answer a question that happened about 5 minutes ago. And hopefully you come on the call, Connor, and say hello to me. So come in the chat and say hello, because that message was done in like 5 minutes to help answer your question today and to add a little bit of value to your life. Many people say, what are you doing online? I'm not having these calls to promote anything. But what I do is I promote for a company that is for the best world cause our world could ever see. And I promote their raffle tickets. And people, I don't understand. It's just like when you go into a shop and you buy a bottle of drink out of the fridge. It's just the same thing. But the only thing that makes this different with what I do is that it's going to help our whole world. because it's going to build the best storehouse for charities, and it's that regulated that we know that they're going to get their funding that when they request it, and we'll be there to help with aftermaths of natural disasters and more. But the great thing about that too is that we are a community, we are a family. You know, come and ask me to do a live call 2 years ago. Oh, heck no. I would be too scared to jump in front of the screen, believe it or not. I work nights, I was an individual, I'm very independent. I would, when I got asked to come on screen and be a live trainer for the company, I was like, wow, really? Are you serious? But I said, I am there. I'm 100% committed. I'm in this. And I have dedicated my life to serve you, to serve others, and to love unconditionally, and to be there to help when is needed. I watched a little clip today and if you want anything to share, please come and say hi in the chat, of Canoe Reeves. And they have had some kind of natural disaster happen recently. And he's out there, a billionaire already. He's already a billionaire. We all know him as a very famous movie star, John Wicks and The Matrix and all these other movies he does. He's mopping the bathrooms and getting the water out. He's helping with gathering water and helping with supplies. He's there hands on. So come and be hands on with whatever you're doing in your life, with whatever your mission is, with whatever your purpose is, because I am certainly a woman on a mission. And know your why. When you have that motivation, you'll jump out of bed every morning. You'll probably be like me last night, looking at the clock every 10 minutes. Is it time yet? Is it time yet? But come and make your voice be like Barnabas, or what was his name? Bartimaeus. Come and be like him and shout out loud to make your voice be known. And as you develop in time, you will get comfortable and you'll be heard. That you will have people drawing to you, wanting to know more and more about what you have to offer, because what you are offering is something certainly of value, because they want to know more. They want to know you. There's something in you that they really are drawn to. Shout it out loud. Many blessings to you. I hope you have a great day. Let's go and think big. And I always like to have a quote now for the day, and say these with me and place your I, because this isn't about I, this is always about we. But when we feel good, when we motivate ourselves, when we take care of ourselves, we're able to do good for others as well. So say this also: I think big and I allow myself to accept even more. I think big and I allow myself to accept even more. So draw more into your life, allow it to come, allow it to be in your life. Open up those pathways, open up those gateways. Think big and allow yourself to accept more. God bless you and have a great day. Hi from me this morning, and may everything you do be successful today. Many blessings. I'm Kellie Felgate. Bye-bye.